Today y'all already know what we about to talk about, but first, let me drop the intro.
It's beans, ho. Feel me? Yes, man. Yeah.
So we gonna talk about the things that you need in next gen 2K that you just can't overlook. We gonna start with the physicals. If you have anything less than 90 stamina, you need to be slapped. You need 90 stamina and above. So that is like one of the main attribute stats you should look at, because I know a lot of idiots is gonna be on YouTube talking about, oh, you only need about a 60 stamina, then you go to the rec and your nigga tired in the first 20 seconds of the game because you done reached 100 times, you done had to run through a whole bunch of screens. So 90 plus in stamina, I just offer it. Your speed, you're gonna need speed, 85 plus. It's the minimum, 85 plus for guards, shooting guards, and possibly even small forwards. I mean, big men, it's a little iffy for y'all, it's a little bit shaky. But 85 plus for any point guard or small forward or shooting guard. Acceleration, 85 plus. You're gonna have to run through screens. You're gonna have to get around running into each other, your teammates. You're gonna have people who gonna try to run bump you. There's gonna be a lot of contact. Yeah, they're gonna do a lot better with the engines as far as contact goes, but you still gotta be prepared for that. Any type of contact in any video game, any abrasion, any of that, you gotta be ready. The next one I'ma say is strength. Strength, I mean, you gonna need strength, but for a guard, you could get away with like 50 strength, 40 strength, 45 strength. Small forward, you could get away with that. Centers, power forward, big man, power forward centers, you need strength, nigga, 80 plus. Gotta be 80 plus. There's nothing under 80. Got to be 80 plus. Then you got vertical. Vertical for your slashers, your jump shot even. If you get a nice vert on it, that's that thing, green. That's what everybody calling for, greens. So you need at least a 60 something in vertical, at least. I mean, like I said, you could probably get away with less if you don't plan on dunking and doing all of that. Still, you need a vertical. Vertical seems like it's gonna help your lateral quickness, it's gonna help your ability to contest jump shots. For some of you who don't like defense, well, you don't need vertical. For others who like defense, who would like to be able to jump high, grab rebounds, I'm real big on rebounds. Rebounds control the game. Re-say it like king of rebounds. That's slam dunk for y'all people who don't watch anime. So that's a big one. That's a big one. The interior defense for big man is a must, so that gotta be high, maxed out. Perimeter defense for guards, small forwards, shooting guards, needed. That's a must. That gotta be maxed out. No question. Steals, I don't know, 2K be iffy. You can have a 2 steal and get 100 steals a game. You can have a 99 and get no steals. So we're gonna have to play with that as the generation goes on for next gen. Blocks is the same way. You can have no blocks and get 100 blocks, or you can have max blocks and get no blocks. So it's like, or you can have max blocks and get snatch blocks. So I don't know how they're gonna put snatch blocks and grab blocks in. I don't know if it's a certain stat point. I don't really think anybody went that far. It seems to be connected to rim protector, but who knows? I mean, I could probably figure it out, but I mean, with my shot creator, I got a bronze rim protector right now, and I'm only caught in maybe one snatch block, maybe. So yeah, who knows? Offensive rebounds, I don't care about as a guard, but it does give me more defensive badges or badge points. We don't really get to see in the little like courtside report video of how many attribute points they give us. We just see them putting up attribute points. I could probably count it if I watch the whole thing go down and count how many attribute points they got for this 610 wing, which is probably a small forward build. I could, and I just might, but not right now. So offensive rebounds, I will only put that up because I usually make a shooting guard. I'm only putting that up if I need some more defensive badges. Same thing with interior defense, but I mean, most of the time I max those out because I want the most defensive badges that I can get in a game. As many as I can get on my guard, that's what I want. Defensive rebounds, I always max my always. Pass accuracy, if you're a guard, I say minimum is 80. I usually leave mine at 80. Ball handling, max that thing out if you're a guard. Big man, going with the pass accuracy. A lot of bigs that I know, they kind of max out their passing accuracy for those break starter passes. So, I mean, depending on what type of big man you are, some like to get busy with the Blake on it and bring the ball down themselves. Some like to pass it out for the outlet pass. Some just like to throw oops. So, just depends on what type of big man you are. Pass accuracy, max that out, or at least an 8. Speed with ball for your guards, maxed out, no question. Speed with ball, maxed out, because they have ball handling and speed with ball separated. So we actually visually get to see that stat this year. The next one I would say is mid-range shooting, max out, or at least 80. At least 80 on your mid-range shooting for a consistent mid-range. Same thing with close shot. 3-pointers, I always max out. I'm a shooter at heart, baby, shooter at heart. So definitely we need that. Maxed out 3-pointer. Free throw, I always leave my free throw at 80. I'm not wasting, unless I need more badge points, I'm not wasting attribute points in no free throw. It's leaving it at 80. Drive and layup, I usually put my drive and layup from anywhere to 65 to 70. I typically only want to take a drive and layup when the basket is wide open or when I have a wide open lane. Same thing with drive and dunk, is probably gonna end up being like a 65 to 70. Most of my builds can't get contacts unless it's a slasher, then you know you gotta max that drive and layup up, out, max the drive and dunk out. Close shot, maxed out. My close shot, I typically leave at 80, just like my mid-range, because for most 2Ks, if you close shot, I don't even think that attribute matters. It really doesn't matter. From my standpoint, from playing 2K, I had a big man with a 50 close shot, and he was green in that mug because to 2K as of right now, it does not matter. It may make a difference in next gen, so that's why I said be safe and do an 80 with it, but stand and dunk for a guard, not needed. Unless you're trying to get an extra finishing badge, not needed at all. Finished. Don't need it, won't even put it up, won't even look at it, unless that like 1 point will give me, you know, a second or third finishing badge. I literally have one finishing badge, as with many people that I know in 2K21 current gen. So finishing is not really needed, and I finished fairly decent. Post control for your big man, you need that. Big man standing dunks, you need that. You need them standing contact dunks, because they be disrespecting you out here, having little point guards reaching and stealing the ball and blocking you and doing all kinds of craziness. The higher that stat is, it seems like the quicker you are to do your animations. So I noticed that with 2K21 current gen, the higher your stat is, the faster you see your shot meter, meaning the faster you can let go of that shot to make it fast. With my shot creator, with him having a 70 layup and a 70 dunk, that I'll be on a fast break and I feel like my dude slow down. He'd be like, I can't do nothing with that. I mean, I can if it's wide open, but a lot of times it'll end up me being like faking. I'll do a little juke move where I fake like I'm about to go up and just dribble the ball in the paint, watch the defender fly by, then lay up. And depending on what type of defender it is, he might have pogo, he'll jump and then jump back and block me because the animation is just that slow. So for guards, yes. Driving, layup, driving dunk, 70, close shot, 80, stand-in, dunk, not needed, post control, not needed unless you like to do Kobe Bryant / Jordan type of work, LeBron type of work. Mid-range, 80 or higher for the guards. 3-pointer maxed out, free throw 80, 80 or higher. Maybe even get away with a 75. Pass accuracy 80. Ball handling maxed out. Speed with ball maxed out. Interior defense not needed if you're a guard. Perimeter defense needed if you're a guard. Steals block. It varies on how you plan on playing defense, but you needed may not be needed. Offensive rebound for a guard not needed. Defensive rebound is definitely needed. I feel like every player should be able to catch a defensive board, because you just have those days where they don't let your big man grab a rebound or your big man grab 40 rebounds. So yeah. Speaking of that, I did do a little test again on 2K21 on my shot creator. I made the shot creator offline and I made the shot creator online. On his base stats, the shot creator that I made offline was at a 59 overall. So everybody who's freaking out for the 40 overall that you start out with, just because your physicals are added in, plus your 2K character typically starts out as a 40 overall. They never really reach that 99 overall that they tell you you're gonna reach, but typically you will start out at like a 40 something. It just says 60, because past tests have shown if you go offline and make the same exact character with the same exact tendencies, same exact IQs and this, that, and the third, your character be like a 42 and 2K telling you is a 60 overall. That's disrespectful. It really is disrespectful. I'll have it posted up as I'm talking about it, so y'all will see it. But this is just a slight video that I wanted to do as a recommendation on how I see next gen going for us as 2K players and content creators and this, that, and the third. So hopefully you'll listen and take some of my advice. If you don't care about my advice, please comment that and say, you know, suck it, something. I don't know. But that is the video. I'm out. ItzBeanz, it's Hope, and we out. Well, I'm gonna do a Call of Duty one sometime soon, but
hold on. ItzBeanz, Hope.